Hello and welcome.
To the
To the
Squares and Tools
Squares and Tools
podcast.
podcast. Said that in unison.
I didn't. I'm
Uh,
out of the group. See ya, y'all.
there goes our leader. He's never gonna be able to turn off the recording.
This is going to be like a 3-day podcast.
Alright,
no,
guys,
it
I'm
would be
back.
like a date. Oh, hey, what's up? So today was a pretty big day. It was E3. We got some press conferences to talk about.
So this isn't gonna be
Uh,
like our normal podcast. It's instead of having like
multiple
three
topics.
three main
We're gonna
topics, we're just gonna focus on E3.
Yeah, because today was a pretty hefty day. I want to start off with Bethesda because they were the really short one, honestly.
just to preface this, we're recording one part on Sunday, and then we're going to record the second half of this on Monday.
After PlayStation's conference to talk about their conference and then compare Xbox and PlayStation since they're the two headers against each other.
Also, we are posting this on Tuesday, so just to clear up the confusion of when we say today and such, today
So
is
today is Sunday.
until the second half of the video, where it becomes Monday.
But yes, so Bethesda's conference just ended like 5 minutes ago. What did you guys think of it? I thought it was pretty disappointing.
There was some cool stuff in there. I was hoping for some more new stuff, though.
I liked
Yeah.
what I saw, but it was just really short. Like Wolfenstein, the first game is amazing. So I'm excited to play 2.
Yeah, Wolfenstein looked cool, but like I feel like I didn't really like the whole layout of Bethesda Land. Like it was
I
just
liked it.
I don't know. It just seemed kind of gimmicky. It would have been nicer to have more people talking about the games that the few that they were announcing.
The
It
thing-
gave me kind of like a camp on Rooster Teeth kind of vibe.
Yeah, especially with the announcer. Just kind of sounded like all like happy.
The
Yeah.
thing that
I
I
was-
was kind of disappointed by was that they didn't have a. Okay, I feel like this isn't his name. Is it Todd Howard? Is that his name?
I think so.
Is that the dude who announced Skyrim remastered?
I'm not sure if he announced that. I know he announced Fallout 4, and he's like the main dude with it.
Yeah. I think he announced Skyrim remastered. It was like the video last year,
Yeah.
whatever.
But he wasn't there. and
Yeah.
That kind of sucked.
The
Whatever
layout,
he
like,
said,
it was
something
literally
good.
like 1 minute or like 2 minutes at the start of whatever his name,
Pete.
and then it just went to Bethesda Land for the rest of it. Like, eh,
They
I guess that's my rating of it.
like the Fallout VR and the Doom VFR are cool, but I don't have VR, and
Yeah.
You don't have a computer to handle it.
yeah.
I'm-
And
it would
it's
be
not
cool to-
something that particularly interests me enough to want to go out and buy it for as much as they are.
I just would like to say something real quick, like completely unrelated. Black
Oh, yeah?
Ops 3 broke 100 gigabytes.
No, it didn't.
Just
Oh,
in-
with the DLC.
No, I don't have the DLC. Mine's 100.2. Just in case you're on Xbox.
Is there an update or something?
I have
Or
no
is that
clue.
with?
Just go to manage game, but
Well, I don't have the season pass and all this map pack, so
Oh.
mine's not 100.
well, back to
Anyway.
the podcast. So yeah. That's
So,
had some stuff.
So
I'm interested
Just
to learn more about the I forget what it's called already.
Wolfenstein.
The creator studio thing.
I think it's just going to be another flop in terms of trying to make people pay for mods. Like literally every company that has attempted to, the community has shot it down faster than what's something that got shot down faster? It's not an inside joke.
Donald Trump's approval ratings.
They didn't really get shot down. They just
Yes, they
I
would
mean,
never
he is
really-
plummeted from the
president.
beginning. No offense to Trump supporters, but you can look at the stats yourself.
No, lots of offense to Trump supporters.
Yeah,
Like
but
lots.
like essentially, so like I don't like how they spent the first 5 minutes of it recapping everything that's come out. Like we know what came out. We're here to see new stuff. Like we're here to see like new stuff, and they spent a while. Like there was like they just replayed the 4 minute trailer of Morrowind, because like we already know that's out. I understand you're trying to advertise it, but if that's literally all of Elder Scrolls, you're just trying to compensate for the lack of any Elder Scrolls besides the card game. That doesn't count.
To be fair to Bethesda, they're kind of new to this whole thing. It's only like
I guess.
their third one or something like that.
Give me a second.
So, yeah. So, I think my overall favorite thing in the whole day has been the announcement of, quote, OG backwards compatibility.
Yeah, definitely.
And it probably still would be, but it definitely is my favorite thing, just because Phil Spencer called it OG. What just happened?
I don't know.
I have no clue what those sounds are about. It's like somebody joined it, or maybe Andy joined and left the call or something.
Anyway, so if like essentially my thought of their press conference was if Valve went to like an E3, they had like one or two new games, and then it was just like, all right, later.
Well, that's because Valve can't count to 3.
Good point. Good point.
All right, we got one new game. We got a second new game, and
It was all
Bye.
sequels.
You got the Quake game. You got
Quake
Evil
Champions, but
Within
that was
2.
announced. That was announced last year, too.
I didn't
So
know about
that's
that,
nothing.
so
That's
how
nothing
did
new.
you not know about that?
just didn't.
This dude doesn't
So
know
the
about
Quake,
anything.
the Quake Champions game is new. The only two new games
And
were
Wolfenstein.
Evil Within 2 and Wolfenstein 2.
And Doom VR.
That doesn't. That's not a new game though. It's just the base game, but in VR. But Fallout VR is a cool thing. Like it's just straight up Fallout in VR. That's awesome. But like, I mean, just showing off a bunch of like DLC and stuff. I understand, but you could have had more bulk. At least it was short. At least they didn't spend like an hour and a half just talking about DLC.
Another
That
thing,
would have made it
another
worse.
thing with Bethesda is they take like 5 years to make a game, so they can't just announce like 42 games like Xbox did, because
Yeah.
they don't have that many games to announce at all. 'Cause they don't have that many games.
I see your point. I'm probably just bashing Bethesda too much, but I guess the conference itself was okay, but it was really short. Like, really short.
See, Bethesda's was really short, and Microsoft's was extra long. So I guess they kind of.
But it was great. I loved how long it was. Gave them enough time to show off
Yeah,
everything.
I'm not saying it was bad that it was long. I'm just saying that one was longer than usual, and this one was shorter than usual.
Ooh, way shorter than usual. This one wasn't even an hour.
But is
Well, like-
Bethesda's ever an hour?
I have no clue how long there was.
I have no clue.
I'm just
So
saying it on average.
why don't we get into the
Xbox?
Xbox one?
Yeah, Xbox is, in my opinion, is pretty great. I'm excited for the new console. So they announced the Xbox One X. Not a good name, but it
Yeah.
looks cool. It's not even near as cool as Xbox Scorpio.
I feel like if they wouldn't have even like put on the word Xbox and just called it Scorpio, that would have been better.
Even Project Scorpio would have been cool.
Even Xbox X.
Yeah, but then again, they were probably just rebuttaling to PlayStation 4 Pro.
So I saw this tweet because you know how people abbreviate Xbox One to Xbone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
X-Bones.
I saw a tweet that says Xbone X sounds like a gamer tag for a 9-year-old. That was what the new abbreviation's gonna be.
But honestly, like the everything just looked really cool for the Xbox One X.
No,
But like
6 teraflops.
All them teraflops.
Sea of Thieves looks so cool.
Yeah, I don't. That's the game I'm probably most excited for.
That's one of the few things that I actually was really excited about.
You were
I was
excited about
over-
Sea of Thieves?
Yeah, it looked. Yeah, I'm a lot more enthusiastic about it after the C3 than I was last one.
Why's that?
The gameplay they showed this time just looked a lot more fun than last.
Yeah.
I
Last
feel like last time it was more like, here's our idea, we're gonna go make it, and then this time
Yeah,
it was.
we'll show you. I need to play the alpha because I'm in the
Eh.
alpha. I just haven't played it much.
Can you still play it?
I
Yeah, it's
enjoyed.
like every weekend. It's
Oh.
like it happens really often.
I enjoyed the humor they had in it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like anything could be here because we haven't built it yet.
Yeah. it was
Yeah.
that.
It's just like
Anthem looked pretty cool as well,
Yeah.
but
I'm so scared about Anthem. That trailer was so much like the Division's launch trailer, and that thing like felt that got shut down faster than the Division. That's just what I should have said. Like
but
paid
overall-
mods got shot down faster than the Division. That's what I should have said. Because that game,
overall though, I was disappointed in the Xbox briefing.
why? Really?
Like, usually they have, like, here's a new Gears of War, a new Halo.
Like there was no Halo, no Gears, no Tomb Raider.
There wasn't any of the really big games. It was more like.
But all of
indie
those games were.
There was Forza, and
Oh,
But-
yeah, they did.
that was
but-
about it.
But Gears came out last year. Halo 5 came out, like, you can't really expect anything from Gears. Tomb Raider, you can't expect anything from either, because that came out last year.
That came out last year for the PlayStation. It came out 2 years ago for the Xbox.
Still, it's still very recent. Halo 5, you could have
Halo-
had Anniversary or something.
No, because Halo 5 came out 2 years ago, and usually Halos are on 3-year dev cycles. So that means they'd announce it this year and then show it off next year for release next year.
Well, there's still the whatever announcement.
They're
Yeah,
not going to
that's
announce a
small.
new game
It's a
on.
small announcement, guys. Oh, yeah, by the way, Halo 6 is coming out.
No,
Like,
I'd assume I could see a small announcement as being a Halo 3 Anniversary.
That's not
Like, that's a
small.
big announcement, but, like, small for them.
I don't think so.
Like the only Halo thing that was there was like a 4K
Sure.
update for Halo Wars
Yeah.
or Halo Wars 2 for the whatever the thing's called, the 1X.
Maybe
I-
they're gonna be like, Combat Evolved is gonna be backwards compatible.
See, that's what I'm thinking it's gonna be. Is that or Halo 2? Because it's super backwards.
What I hope is ODST.
That's what I'm hoping. It's in that picture, but it's been in that
Yeah,
picture since
so
they
is
announced
Halo 3.
backwards.
Halo 3, Reach, ODST, like all that stuff's been there, but
Like the best thing they could do would be
Reach is-
ODST free with gold.
Well, they did show. Wait, so is Shadow of Mordor an exclusive? I didn't know that.
I don't know if it's an exclusive. It might be a timed exclusive.
Also,
That's
is
the other
Saints Row
thing.
an exclusive?
No.
I've never seen it on a PlayStation.
But that's the other thing is they're like, we've got all these exclusives, but then almost every one was only a timed exclusive.
That's still like. It doesn't matter, like, but still, it's like awesome. Just the games looked cool.
Oh, and Metro looked awesome.
oh yeah.
There's a new Metro.
Yeah, that was the first thing they showed.
I missed like the first 10 minutes, so
Yeah,
I
Metro
missed the
looked awesome.
entire I missed the entire announcement. But Shadow of War looks really good. I'm excited for that. The new Shadow of Mordor. I think that's going
Yeah,
to be the bomb diggity. Because Shadow of Mordor was amazing, and this game looks really good.
that's another one of those games that looks like a good game. It's just not one that particularly interests me all that
Yeah.
much.
Anthem looks amazing. Like, did you think it looked good, Dylan and Nick?
Yeah, I thought it looked good.
Yeah.
I said to Nick when we were watching it that I guess that's where all the face animation went that
Yeah.
wasn't in Mass Effect.
You didn't say that to me.
I said, look, they have face animation.
You said like the faces look realistic. That's
Well, I was referencing Mass Effect.
oh,
That
But
I
like
didn't.
seriously though,
because it's also by BioWare.
yeah. I I'm just I'm so scared about that game. I hope it doesn't flop cuz that trailer was too much and I hope it doesn't get delayed. If it gets delayed then that'll make me even more worried cuz then it's like it's going through the cycle of the Division.
Yeah.
Ubisoft made the Division. Yeah.
I don't know
So
why
it's
you're
like
so afraid this is just gonna be like a replica of the Division.
not a I just don't want it to fail cuz it's the exact same concept. Like the exact same.
Is
An
it?
open world in an open world like fire team based, your friends can jump in and oh, this person needs XP, why don't you get them in here? uh like whoa, look at this big open world, whoa, this is awesome, we can go do that later, oh, we definitely got to go there. And then they go off into somewhere and then it pans out and is like Anthem. It's literally the exact same thing as the Division trailer. Like, you could seriously do a side by side, and it'd be so similar.
I can see what you're saying, but when
I
you say it's
understand
the
they're two different
exact same,
ideas.
it's
Not like the exact same, but like the whole like premise of that trailer was so similar, and I don't want it to follow in the footsteps of what the Division did. I want it to be able to be successful and be like what they advertised and be able to go places that are just insane and be able to do all this stuff
I think
with
it
like friends.
I think it's all gonna come down to the gameplay, really.
The flying looked cool. I have to say
Yes,
that.
I just remember I played the Division beta, and I just remember like getting confused on what I was supposed to be doing. So it just really didn't interest me after that.
I also hope that they don't make like get it like they don't like cut place like I understand they have to cut places off, but don't make getting to a high level so difficult. Like they were like 39, 32, 36 in that in like their fire team and they were able to like fly into like a storm. I hope they don't make it impossible to get that high or like take forever
Yeah.
to do that. But my my hopes are high for it. I think it's gonna turn out to be a really good game, as long as BioWare puts their heart and soul into it, because they probably sacrificed Mass Effect for it. Honestly, let's just be realistic. That's probably what they did.
And Mass Effect's pretty much dead at the moment because
Yeah.
of it.
But I mean, it's if they sacrifice Mass Effect for this game, it better be a good game. And then, what else was there? There's a lot of just games there. I was just kind of like so mesmerized by the idea that I didn't like pay attention to all the names. There were some cool like side scrollers that looked like cool. I love how small the console is. The price is a little steep, but it costs as much
Steep?
as yeah, a little steep. What do you mean?
I don't think it's a little steep.
What is that? Do you think it's cheap?
I do. I mean, not
Do you think
cheap,
it's cheap?
obviously, but like if I'm not saying it's cheap as like I'm gonna go out and buy a few, but for what it is, pretty cheap.
It's expensive enough that I don't plan on getting one soon. Also,
Jeez.
there's not really any games that are interesting me that are doing anything. There's Halo Wars 2 for 4K, but it's Halo Wars 2. How much do you really need the 4K?
I'm interested to see if there's gonna be a day one edition.
Yeah.
No. Like I'm hoping to get one if I have money, but if there's a day one edition, that's gonna make it a much higher chance.
You're gonna make it a much higher chance of getting one?
Yeah.
And, like, I just bought a PlayStation 4 yesterday, so I don't especially want to drop $500 on another new console.
Yeah.
Why not?
My whole thing is
That's a lot of money.
is Shady's big purchase is coming first, so I don't know if we're gonna have enough.
See,
Well, you could just be like, Shady, sorry dog. This is more important than your big purchase.
Not though.
What? How is it not?
I already have an Xbox One.
But I do have bad feelings that the games will not run at all as well on the Xbox One OG compared to the Xbox One X. I think that's totally gonna happen.
I don't.
it's
How?
basically just the One S is the 360 Elite, and the One X is basically the 360 Slim.
Except
Both
it's not.
Both of those were better than the white one,
But
but
they
still
weren't
360s.
this much better. This thing like completely destroys the Xbox One.
That's true, but they're not developing separate games, at least yet.
But they're gonna have to port down.
No, they're not. They're not porting. They're developing one game and
But it's gonna have to
upscaling
be
it
down.
forward.
It's
No,
gonna have to get downed.
that's not how it
They're
works.
gonna have to. If they develop it for the infrastructure of the Xbox One X, they're gonna have to downscale it to work on the One.
No, they're developing it. They're developing for the One and doing like 4K patches for the X.
For now, until the Xbox One X is probably a year old, they'll probably start developing games for the One X and then downscaling it for
They've
the.
said for the foreseeable future that's how it's gonna work. Except for when VR comes out, it's only gonna be on the X.
But also you said for like until it's one, but at that point there'll probably be a lot of sales, so that's when this dude's probably gonna get one. This dude refers
I
to
don't know.
Dylan.
I'm not gonna get one until there's a good reason for me to get one.
I think it's gonna be.
I
don't
don't have a 4K display, so that means
Yeah,
nothing.
that was the other thing I forgot to say. Shady's big purchase is gonna take up the majority of the money I'm gonna be getting for the summer, so like for the next year. And if I do want to get a One X, then I would have to get a 4K monitor, and then on top of that get the console, which I just realized I was
That's
planning.
$900.
I was planning on getting that one monitor that was not 4K.
144. Yeah.
Like it was really good for what it was, but it was 4K.
I would say
So now
don't
I gotta
get it. I'd say you
rethink
gotta
about
go
that.
get. Well, there's a lot of good cheap 4K monitors that are good. Like Asus has a good variety of them.
I'm a Samsung
That's
kinda
340,
guy.
but they're not good for monitors.
They are, dog.
Except not really. Samsung is a TV person. Asus is a monitor.
I mean, you were telling me how good that one monitor was, and that was a Samsung.
But it's a Samsung, but Asus is more reliable for gaming. Because, I mean, it's Asus. You can't just be like, I'm sorry. It uses a Samsung panel.
Is that how that's pronounced?
Asus?
I've
Yes.
literally never heard someone pronounce it like that before.
Asus? Really?
How have you heard it?
Asus? I'm not saying I'm right, I'm just saying that's all I've ever heard.
Who says Asus?
I don't know.
It's pronounced Asus.
Asus just sounds like you're saying Jesus.
But yeah, the Asus is reliable for gaming. But anyway, it's besides the point. I'm
So yeah, let us know in the
I'm s-
comments if you plan on getting a 1X in the next year, let's say.
But the other thing is there's not any games really for it, and I just played this map.
But
I
there
know, I was
is.
I
watching.
broke character.
I mean, there's a lot of in the future. There's a lot planned. I mean,
yeah,
there
so
wasn't any games for the one,
what I'm getting at, well, that's what I did for the one as well, is I didn't get the one until Master Chief Collection came out.
which was around the release of the one, wasn't it?
No, it was like a full year after, wasn't it, Nick?
I don't remember.
Because you had
You
yours
must have got
for
mega
you had
disappointed
yours
for
for a
that.
while.
Yeah, I got mine way before anyone.
You got yours in the summer, right?
I
I think you got it in the summer.
know. Look at my day one achievement. Whenever I unlocked that, that's the day I got in. It wasn't day one, I can tell you that.
But I know you got it like around the like in the summer from all your summer money. You got
I think so. I don't know.
But like, by the time there's a game
Actually,
that
no.
I
I
care
think-
about that's gonna make a difference that it's on the Scorpio, it's probably gonna have a price drop. That it would just be stupid for me to buy it now.
it's gonna suck if what I'm saying is the case.
Because
But
all that I play is Halo 5 pretty much, and that's not gonna get an upgrade, and it already runs at
Well, it's
60
gonna get a
frames per
40.
second
You know
on,
what?
gonna-
You know what is gonna get an
on
upgrade?
this.
what?
Halo Wars 2, Minecraft,
Well, not
Gears 4.
not actually like an update, but you know what's gonna run a lot better.
What?
World War 2.
Satellite mode.
What's
What?
that?
Grand Theft Auto?
Yeah, GTA. GTA is gonna run so much faster. Because
Good
that
point,
game
yeah.
has that and like Fallout and stuff with all these notoriously long load times. Are
Well, if
gonna-
you're running them in 4K,
Well-
it's probably still gonna be long.
Here's the thing though. Fallout, yes. Grand Theft Auto, a lot of that's servers.
for online, but like when you first start the game, it still takes a long time to get into either mode.
I guess.
Nick, I cannot find this day one achievement.
Are you comparing with me?
I'm on your achievements.
Oh yeah, it should be like the first thing I got on the one, so it's pretty far back.
Yeah, there's the first. It just goes back to like 360
It
stuff or
might.
something.
Well, I've gotten stuff on a 360 since, so just keep looking. But it might not show up since you don't have it, but I think it should.
It shows up.
Did you find it? Well,
I
what
don't
would
think
it be under anyway?
It's just called like day one achievement. That's the game. Day one.
But anyway, so I don't know. The console looks promising. I've stated all of
I
my,
still
I
just.
guess, opinions.
You can ask Dylan how excited I got when they were talking about backwards compatible. My dream is just Nightfire and Hit and Run to be backward.
Do you
super
think they're gonna bring it back? Do you think
I
they're gonna?
mean, I don't know about Nightfire, but I know Simpsons Hit and Run is known as like the best Simpsons game, and it's really good and all this stuff.
I wonder if they're ever gonna bring back the 360 Simpsons game.
That'd be cool, yeah. But
I know Hit and Run was a platinum hit.
yeah, I think seems like Nightfire was too. I'm not positive.
Trying to think of what other original Xbox games.
I
NFL
wonder-
Street 2.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that.
There's also like
You don't
Mega
have
Man
to.
Anniversary Collection and
I
stuff
I
like that.
don't see the
Oh yeah,
NFL one getting.
KOTOR, Knights of the Old Republic, and then what's the other one called? Obi-Wan, Star Wars Obi-Wan. That was a really
Yeah.
good Star Wars game.
I saw some picture of that. I don't know if it was like something fake or like some.
I wonder if it's gonna look terrible or if it's gonna look okay. Cause they said they were gonna upscale it, but I don't know if that's honestly gonna make it look any good.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
While we're at it, do you guys want to talk about the EA press conference?
I did not watch.
No, I do not. Plus, we're getting about to the length I was shooting for, so.
Well, I just wanted to say something real quick.
Yeah.
Battlefront 2 is a game I'm excited for.
Oh, I did see about that. Battlefront 2 does look great.
I forgot about that. Battlefront 2 looks awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks alright, but I'm not like a huge Star Wars fan, so I'm not like freaking out over
Think
it.
you just lost any and all viewers we had.
I mean, go give me hate.
This
I
man,
don't really care.
this man said he does
Only
not
the-
like Star Wars.
I didn't
Only
say I
the
don't like
Trekkies
Star Wars.
remain.
I said I don't. I'm not a hardcore Star Wars fan.
Dude, Star Wars is where it's at.
I mean, the Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga game is amazing. That means anything.
Did you say I'll take that any day?
I did not.
Sound like you said that. I cannot find this stupid achievement.
If I wasn't in the middle of a game, I would go get on the Xbox app and look for it. But I am.
Well,
Well, I
think
just
that's-
started hearing some background noise in Nick's mic, so I think it's about time we hit the road till tomorrow.
Okay.
Alright, well,
Yeah, we're gonna go, but you guys won't really know because this tick cut right here. That was sick, right?
that was a sick
awesome.
transition.
It blew my mind. Ha!
Uh-huh.
Ha!
Ha,
Because there was an explosion and almost I forgot to put that in.
ha.
Sick, right? Ha!
Anyway,
Alright,
That
well,
was
So, today
almost
was
as
day
sick
2.
as Gavin's hair.
almost. Very close.
yeah, his hair is sick AF. That was just sick.
Gavin.
Told me to say his hair is sick AF.
Wasn't that transition almost as sick as your AF hair? Yeah, he
What?
said. He said. I just said that totally wrong, but he just nodded.
Wasn't that as sick as your AF hair?
He's
I just
speaking.
found something on the wall that said Lars and elbow, like LARRSS and elbow.
That's nice.
So
Alright,
Lars
so,
has his own thing in this game.
So we watched the Sony and the Ubisoft, not Ubi,
Yeah.
but Ubisoft press conferences. I
Both
think-
work.
Well, I don't think David watched the Ubisoft one, so let's not talk
I watched
much
some of
about
it.
that.
I watched some of it.
He
You
watched,
watched
like
some
a
of it
minute,
and then fell asleep.
so
Uh-huh.
it must not have been that good. But I think it was good.
I
No.
think that
A lot of people, from what I've been seeing, have said that that was the best one.
I don't
So-
know.
I think
I like
that,
Sony's.
So-
today's was a lot better than yesterday's.
I don't know. Bethesda's wasn't very good. Like now that we've seen like a lot of the big ones now.
That was yesterday's.
I know, but Xbox's I think was good. I understand it was a little disappointing for you, but I do think it was okay.
Alright, well, we're here to talk about the new stuff, so.
Yeah. Well, we're
New
gonna do a
stuff.
comparison. So,
Well, let's talk about new stuff and then let's compare.
all right. So
the
we're
things I'm-
we're mainly gonna talk about some Sony.
Yeah.
So
Well, let's go with Ubisoft first, since that happened
okay.
first.
the Mario and Rayman thing looked cool.
That I heard about that a few weeks ago, and it looks a lot better than I was expecting. Also, I appreciate the airborne was in the trailer.
That was the music in the trailer.
I kind of don't remember what all was at Ubisoft.
There was Assassin's
Like I
Creed
remember Assassin's
Origins,
Creed, which
and
they already announced and showed at the other E3.
that was at no, that was at Xbox's panel.
Yeah. I'm saying.
What?
And then
Like we already saw it at Xbox. That's what he was saying.
yeah, and then they announced
Beyond Good and Evil 2 looked cool.
yeah.
Far Cry 5 looks
Oh
cool.
yeah, that Far Cry 5 looks awesome. Definitely
Far
excited
Cry 5 looks amazing.
to play that. So I just want to
Should have recorded this
something.
before the Sony one, because now I'm mixing the two up.
Yeah. So I just like to say something real quick. So my friend and alter ego Shady Banks is making a big purchase. Only one person in this world knows that big purchase.
Well,
And then-
two.
Well, me and Tom Cruise, aka Dylan. So to go along with that, Dylan, also known as Tom Cruise, bought a PS4 like 2 days ago. So that's cool. Everyone knows that. But I have
Yeah.
said that I may or may not have also gotten a PS4. Did I say PS2 the first
I
time?
don't think so.
You said PS4.
If I said 2, I meant 4, but I think I said. So yeah. So I've been saying I may or may not have also gotten one. So I'd just like to say Sony had a lot of great exclusives. So if I did get a PS4, I picked a good time. And if I didn't get a PS4, I really need to. Because like I said, they had a lot of great exclusives. As you can see, David must be RB. Some of the exclusives that I was most excited for, I forget what it was like Detroit something something
Yeah.
human, I think.
Detroit Almost Human or Becoming
Or
Human,
I think it was
something.
Becoming Human. But that game looked awesome. Like really awesome.
Yeah.
And what else was there? The Spider-Man
was-
game looks great.
Yes. And I didn't realize that was I knew this, but I had forgotten. Like I remember hearing it now that I see it, but that Insomniac is making it, and they're the people who make. I forget what they make. They make a lot of exclusives for Sony, but they also made Sunset Overdrive on Xbox,
Nice.
which is an amazing game. If you haven't played that,
Oh,
you
I just
should.
realized they never announced the Sunset Overdrive too. I know a while back we were hoping.
But well, they're working on Spider-Man, so they don't really have time to do that right now. But
They're a big company.
it makes me even more excited than I was about Spider-Man that they're making it.
Yeah.
I do want to know what happened to Beanox though, because they've been making Spider-Man games for a while now. Like I think they've been doing it since Treyarch stopped.
That's a long time ago. So what are you excited for?
I'm excited for the ones we talked about. I unfortunately was not able to see the Uncharted and Horizon stuff because I just got my PS4 2 days ago and want to play through those games, so I didn't want spoilers, so I didn't watch those parts. But excited for those because I'm really liking Horizon so far. That's the only game I've played so far. So I'm excited for whatever's new from that. What else did they show? Call of Duty looks good. That's not an exclusive, but
Yeah. Well,
looks good
timed exclusive-ish.
with the DLC and stuff.
Yeah, well, I
Right.
don't know. They haven't said. They might go full on since that kind of seems to be the thing. It's just screw Xbox. I'm very upset about that. Like, not just because I prefer Xbox, but like Activision and Microsoft had a thing going since I don't even know when, but very long ago. And then all of a sudden, not only do they switch to PS4, that was annoying, but they're giving the Sony exclusive stuff like way more than the Microsoft exclusive stuff ever went. Like, for when it was Xbox exclusive, it was just map packs came a month early, and that was cool, but it wasn't anything major. But now it's like betas, way more time, and
It's because, Sony's throwing that cash money at them.
I don't know. And like the whole Modern Warfare Remastered campaign a month early, that was like ridiculous. Like, I don't know. I'm just very upset that this is going on. I think their contract ends after this year, so hopefully they don't renew it and they go back to Xbox. Hopefully.
They're probably going to renew it.
No. So yeah, Dave, what are you most excited for?
Oh yeah.
Spider-Man probably. Spider-Man looks amazing. God of War also looks really good. Which, I mean, Sony, besides all the technical difficulties, they probably had one of the.
I didn't really
they
see
had-
any from what I watched.
Well, you were on YouTube too. On Twitch's end, holy crap, it was so buggy.
That
And
was
whoever
just
was the
Twitch.
cameraman slash, like camera controller should get fired because they don't know how to keep it on the trailer. They just like zooming in and making it look like 2006 video game recording. Just zooming in a camera on a screen with perfect lighting. Like,
I
that
didn't
dude
really
should get
notice
fired.
that.
Oh,
But-
that zombies game looked
Days
cool.
Gone looks really good.
Yeah.
But, like, what was the game I was going to talk about? Pooh. God of War does look amazing. And then there's other games that look cool. I might have to pick up a PSVR. There's a lot of appealing games.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm either so glad that I got a PS4 or so anxious to get a PS4.
Oh, you leaked the
because
news? You got a PS4?
I said I'm either excited that I got one or anxious to get one.
Oh, I thought you
Because-
just said I'm either so glad I got a PS4.
Yeah, I did. Either that or that I
Oh, okay.
need to get one. But because these games just look so good.
Yeah.
Like Xbox has a lot of
So,
cool stuff
if-
too, like Sea of Thieves, but that doesn't compare.
Sea of
to
Thieves looks like it's gonna be the bomb diggity.
It does.
I don't
So
don't
much
want
stuff.
a PS4 Pro, but honestly, if I'm gonna get dual 4K monitors, I'm probably gonna get a PS4.
I don't think I'm ever gonna get one because from what I've seen, they don't have an optical port.
They don't have an optical port, and
No, I
they
can't.
Well, the
Also,
Slim
there was-
doesn't either.
the only thing with an optical port is the OG PS4.
Like I don't know what I'm gonna do because I need an
Just
optical
plug-
port.
Just plug your headphones in with the 3.5. You'll get audio.
Oh, why? Sometimes I hate GTA.
Oh, great. But so now Xbox versus PS4. Is Xbox still doing AR, or are they gonna have VR?
I think
I-
the one
They're
X is
calling
gonna
it
have
mixed reality.
I guess that.
Mixed reality?
Yeah, but they said it's a year or so off.
But are they still gonna have like AR? Because that was like the thing they were pitching with Minecraft, which looked amazing. Looked way better than VR. I think AR will be cooler than VR though,
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
because
wait a
it'll
minute.
adapt to your surroundings instead of investing you into the.
You know those old things that was like the first things to record games? Weren't those called PVRs?
Yes.
So if you don't call it PSVR, then you just call it PVR.
You're also referring to an old capture card.
Guys, I'm gonna go get the PVR. Dude,
You're gonna get a 2006 capture card?
that's so 2006, bro. What are you talking
And
about?
it's
Virtual
like all your
reality
friends,
isn't from 2006.
all your friends are hipsters, so they're like radical. So,
Oh, hipster.
in terms of games, PlayStation honestly destroyed Xbox.
Yeah, because
Like,
PlayStation actually had
PlayStation-
stuff from their big
PlayStation had
exclusives,
stuff
like
from
they
their
had
big
Uncharted,
exclusives.
Horizon, God of War.
but then
Xbox
again,
just-
it did fall to the same issue that Bethesda had, which was they were showing a lot of stuff they already announced, but at least it wasn't they were showing stuff that's already out.
Yeah, but
My thing
See,
was,
my-
Honestly, if Bethesda didn't have a conference this year, it wouldn't have mattered.
like what I
Like-
was saying is, Xbox seemed to focus more on like the indie games.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
So like they announced a ton of new stuff, but it was stuff a lot of people aren't gonna be picking up.
Like indie games are cool and all, but there was like no AAA games. There was like
Yeah.
Forza, and that was it.
Well, Sea of Thieves is a AAA, kind of.
Yeah. But like their big franchises
Weren't
just
there.
weren't there.
Yeah.
Like,
the crew.
Tomb Raider isn't an
Oh, that's-
Xbox franchise, but they've got that partnership thing like you were talking about earlier.
Uh-huh.
That wasn't there. Halo and Gears weren't there.
But that's
Did you
not-
guys talk about the crew too? That looked cool.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, that looked really good.
Yeah.
I think the trailer looked awesome. And I wish that the game was going to be like the trailer, but I like with all the Inception stuff. But I'm pretty sure it's not going to have the Inception stuff.
It's probably just gonna be like a race game.
Yeah.
But going back to what you were saying, it's not really Xbox or Microsoft's fault that they didn't have all this stuff because the games just aren't
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, but
Can't you like, wait guys,
There's-
hold off E3 till these dudes finish this stuff.
I know, but I'm saying like
Okay.
Sunset Overdrive is a game that's like everyone who's played it loves it, but not a lot of people have played it.
I don't know if that's
So,
true.
like,
Oh yeah.
it has.
Hot brand new news. The Golden State Warriors won the championship.
I don't know
So-
basketball.
Yeah. The Cavaliers didn't win, so Gavin's sad.
I know
But,
what that means.
Like, Xbox has some AAA exclusives that just didn't work out well enough, or as well as they wanted, I guess. Like Sunset Overdrive. Insomniac has said they want to do more, but Microsoft isn't into it right now. And
Didn't roll in the dough.
Quantum Break is another one like that.
Oh yeah, that game.
Like I thought it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed what I played of it, but
But then he stopped playing it.
Titanfall 2 was a very underrated game, and I hope there's a Titanfall 3.
yeah.
I will be.
The game was fantastic, but it underperformed. It came out too close to all the other shooters, honestly. It came out 2
Yeah.
weeks before Battlefield 1, which is another headliner for, was it EA?
Yeah.
Origin? Yeah, EA. Which is another headliner, so it kind of got overshadowed entirely.
Yeah,
Which
but they
is a
also had a
shame.
ton of bundles for it too. That kinda
Yeah.
helped.
But like
Let's hope that, because that game was the campaign was
I haven't
was
played it
amazing.
yet. I need to, but I've heard of that game had a.
so good. It's so fun.
And then the first one just didn't have one.
Yeah, it didn't have a campaign.
see, I think the problem is Microsoft has AAA exclusives, but really only Halo and Gears have persisted through the years. So that's why they fall into this issue of not having any AAA games to show. Because
Also,
all
they
they have
canceled
is,
their AAA games.
yeah. they
But yeah,
have
there were
Halo
some
and
cool
Gears,
looking
and those
RPGs there.
aren't ready yet.
I'm
So
excited for all the RPGs they showed
Forza.
off that looked cool.
Did you guys know when did the Detroit whatever human thing that we couldn't figure out the title earlier? Did that have a release date?
I don't think.
Thought it said 2018.
Dang.
Yeah, probably early 2018. That's not that bad. Only it's only like 6 months till January.
That's crazy.
What's funny is like a year or two ago, it was the other way around that Microsoft announced all the AAA and Sony had all the indie stuff.
Yeah.
But Sony still like kind of beat out. See, in terms of next generation console, the one thing that Xbox has over them is, as of right now, they have the better next generation console.
Well, current generation.
The thing that Xbox did wrong, and the reason I think that like Call of Duty switched to PlayStation, their console is like amazing now, but at launch, like none of the stuff was there. Kind of like
Yeah,
Halo
like the
5.
Kinect.
I don't care what anyone says. I love the Kinect.
Well, like the Kinect was taking up a lot of the processing power and stuff, so that's why games couldn't get to
It
1080
it wasn't
at
a
launch.
lot though. Like you're making it sound like 60% of the Xbox's power was for the Kinect.
Well, no, but
Xbox runs at only 900p most of the time.
see, I think the sad thing is that the most exciting thing at the Xbox press conference was backwards compatibility.
So happy.
Well, Metro looked awesome. I keep forgetting because that was the first thing they showed. But I don't think that's an exclusive. Right?
I don't think so.
I doubt it. Oh, I don't. See, the thing is I don't remember ever seeing some of these games on a PlayStation console. Like, I didn't remember seeing, like, Saints Row 2 on a PlayStation disc, something like that.
Saints Row
Let's
2 was,
look it
Saints Row
up.
1 was not. That helps.
Probably because
Wasn't
Xbox
it, like-
360 was the god of indie.
Wasn't it? See, like Xbox 360, they had a lot of exclusives, but they let them go. Like
Yeah.
Saints Row, Mass Effect.
Mass Effect isn't an exclusive?
No.
I didn't know that.
What, you
What?
thought Mass Effect wasn't exclusive?
Uh-huh.
Oh. Well, the first game was only on the one.
Well, not the one, but
The Xbox. You know what I mean.
yes, I do. I was very sad that they announced OG backwards, but they didn't announce like a bunch of games like they did for 360 backwards. Was there anything
Yeah.
I didn't like about that?
They announced
Kinda
one game.
Like, yeah.
Oh yeah, wasn't that Xbox thing on today that we forgot about?
What Xbox thing?
There was like the Xbox Daily thing.
I don't know what
Oh,
you're
yeah.
talking about.
Oh, yeah, the Halo update, whatever.
Oh, yeah. No one should research that.
All right. Metro is on the PlayStation.
X.
Okay. I just realized how long this is. We should probably be wrapping this up since this is just the little snippet we're adding to the end. So, any final thoughts on either press conference that was today?
I got something on this thing here. Xbox E3 2017 Halo Wars expansion awakening the nightmare revealed for Xbox One X.
So it's in the DLC for Halo Wars.
It sounds like it.
Rip the dream. Tell him to go hit a tractor. Another thing only Dylan understands. If you understood, it would be funny.
So we'll talk about that in our Unreliable podcast coming out next week.
Maybe. Maybe we will. Alright. Thanks everyone for watching.
Nick,
Yes.
this update, this DLC, you don't even know.
Please say it.
The flood is back.
Cool. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, you know what to do. I'm not even gonna say it. If not, get off my channel. Just kidding. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Be sure to tune in tomorrow for what is tomorrow?
Chef Jeff's Creative Cooking.
That.
In this episode, we kick it up a notch.
Oh yeah.
So
we
be
do.
sure to check that out.
Be sure to say if you like the new thing we do. And that if you care. So thanks.
I was just yelling at you guys in mute.
Yeah. Be sure to do all that stuff I said. I will catch y'all in the next one. I wasn't recording Skype.
What?
You weren't?
This whole time it'll just be a black screen with maybe a picture of Skype on top. Sorry about
What is
that.
audio there?
Yeah, audio is fine. Oh, wait, say something?
Something.
Hello.
Audio is fine. Sorry if we had a wonky picture this whole time. Okay, bye!